What's up, guys? So today we are finishing the fabrication on the wide body kit. I've got one more piece to make, or two more, I guess one for each side to do, and it's gonna be a little bit of a different video today because I don't actually know what I want these things to look like. So I'm gonna edit it a little bit differently. I'm gonna take you guys through my process of like totally prototyping this part, how I come up with the shapes and everything. Sometimes I have an idea of what the shape's gonna look like, but sometimes I don't, and I just have to kind of figure it out as I go, and that's what I'm gonna do today. So we should finish this video with a custom piece. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Hopefully it looks really cool, but I'm gonna take you guys on that process. While I'm thinking about it, my Toyota's over here. A lot of you guys have been commenting about it, saying you can't wait for the build. It is coming. I'm starting to acquire parts for that car. So if you know parts providers, people that work on 2TC, 3TC engines, people that provide parts for those engines, parts for this car, things like that, make sure you link them in the comments below or send me their URL or something like that so that I can keep getting parts for this, because I want this build to go pretty quickly. And so what I'm trying to do is line up all my parts beforehand. That way I can just roll through the build when it's time to do it. All right, anyway, that's enough of that. We're gonna get to this front bumper. That is such a cool angle for this car. It's so wide. You can see now I've built these fenders out and they look really good, but they're too wide. I guess not too wide, nothing's too wide, but they stick out from the bumper, and I don't want them to just hang out there and the bumper be stock. So we're gonna build some pieces today that connect this, kind of take this and take it back to the bumper. I don't know what they're gonna look like. I honestly have no idea. But I'm gonna build something that will be permanently affixed to the bumper, but it's gonna look like a bolt-on piece. So it'll kind of continue this theme down to the bumper, and then we'll be done with this thing, and we can start body working it and making it awesome. All right, so some of you guys have asked, when I'm building kits like this, how do I make sure both sides are the same? And the answer is I just go from one side to another as I'm building. So if I do something on this side, I'm gonna do it on the other side. So you'll see me do that today, and I'm gonna show you both sides so you can kind of watch them both be built. I am building all this stuff by hand, so there may be slight variances, but it's not enough that anyone will ever be able to tell. So there's kind of something that you just kind of have to accept when you're building this stuff by hand. So something I'm going to do is kind of open this up. You can see I've got, sorry about the wind, but you know, it's winter. I have not a lot of room right here, and it may never touch, but it looks really weird. So what I'm gonna do is take this out. I kind of made this cut back here to kind of show me where I wanted to go. I'm going to take this out all the way down to like right here, kind of create a new arch for my wheel. This is all eyeballing and freehand because that's what I like to do. You could measure, but I just don't like measuring. I don't know. This is more fun. About right there on the other side. So I use all kinds of stuff to cut this, and this has been the best tool, this putty knife. I've started using this like this month, and I really like it. I like the clean cuts it makes, and it just works a lot better. So I recommend, if you're gonna use this method, get a putty knife. All right, let's see. It's probably good enough. Like that. I'll start just by cutting away as much as I can to get this thing to lay really flat and smooth. And then we'll drop some glue on it. Like that. don't really worry about gaps too much. I can either fill them with tape or put more foam in there later if I even need them. I'm not sure I'm going to need this much foam, but I always start with a lot and then work my way down. All right, let's go do the other side. When I first started building like this, I built everything exactly how I wanted to look, and the problem with that was when you started adding fiberglass, it gets thicker. So now I kind of build a rough shape, kind of smaller than I want, and so when I add fiberglass, it becomes the shape that I want it to be. Kind of an art, but it'll work. All right, let's see. I use such big pieces that I don't really know the shape that I'm looking for. So I'm kind of hoping to find it as I go, if that makes sense. It's kind of the Bob Ross approach to body kit building.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm using duct tape over the blue tape this time. It's not porous, so it should release a lot easier. And I'm basically going to make a, I guess, mold of this. And then I'll do something, probably just use up all of this area that I have covered. So this is going to be the area that gets fiberglass. And then when I get done with it, it'll come out something like this. You know, I don't know, something cool. I'll come up with that later. But for now, this is all going to get glass.
Perfect.
so you can see I've drawn 3 lines on there. I'm trying to decide what shape I want this to be. Like I said, I don't have a plan. So like, I didn't come up with something, you know, before doing this and make a decision. I'm trying to figure it out as I go. So the issue is it's really hard to add more. It's very easy to take it away. So I'm trying to take away a little bit at a time until I get the shape that I'm happy with. And then I'll just transfer it over to the other side. That'll be easy. So I'm thinking this seems to make sense to carry this line back kind of this way, but I feel like it's just going to look kind of silly. This one didn't make any sense to kind of come back this way. It's just too much. It just doesn't work. So I'm thinking I'm just going to come straight down, kind of a little bit of a curve, but basically straight down here. So the fender will go like this with this line and then straight down and cut itself off right there. I think that's going to be the best bet. Yeah, that's good. Cool. So to transfer that, I'll show you. When I have 2 pieces like this that are identical, I'll line them up. All right. Kind of like that. What I do, I take my pen, I'll just kind of trace around on the back side of the other one. So I can show you guys what I'm doing. I always make sure I leave kind of a little bit of area just in case. So I've got this, so I'm going to cut this one from the back, and then when I lay these up against each other, they really should be pretty close. So you can see if I hold these up next to each other, they're within like millimeters. Got a little more to take off. So that'll sit there like that. So that is the entire kit complete. I've been waiting for this day for a really long time. And man, it looks really good. I've got a lot of work to do. The next video, I'm saying this kind of reluctantly because I'm not sure if I'll be able to get this much work done, but I'm gonna try for the next video to get all of this in primer. So hopefully the next time you see this car, all the kit parts will be in a primer and they'll look really good. It's kind of hard to see the kit past all the Bondo and fiberglass and stuff like that. So once it's all primed, it really does kind of bring the whole thing together. That's my goal. So we'll see if that works out. But for now, I'm gonna leave it at this and give you guys a quick walk around of the car. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit subscribe. If you're not getting my notifications, hit the notification bell. You have to hit that in order to get notified when I post videos. Otherwise, they just come up whenever I have like a real big video. So make sure you hit that bell if you want to see more of this car and the other videos I'm posting during the week. I'm gonna post my big builds on Sunday. So Sunday will be the Audi day for now, and then after the Audi, it'll be the next big build on Sunday. So if you're wondering when I'm gonna be posting, always check back on Sunday. That way, even if you don't hit the notification bell, you can still know that I've got videos coming out every Sunday. All right, let's check this thing out.